Welcome back to AI Talks with Chris and Nita for another deep dive.
It's great to be back.
Today, we're going to be looking at the multi-armed bandit problem. And this is a classic problem in probability and decision-making. And,
It really is.
I think this is something that is going to be super relevant to someone like you.
Oh.
Who's interested in, trying to figure out how to make the best decisions, given limited information.
Yeah, and this problem, it goes way beyond just like theoretical stuff. We see it all the time, like in online advertising, medical trials, even network routing.
Yeah. When you said online advertising, it really made me think. Okay, so imagine you're scrolling through your, favorite social media app. How does that app actually decide what ads to show you?
Well, that's where this multi-armed bandit problem really comes into play. So you can think of each ad as like an arm on a, one of those slot machines, a bandit.
Right, a one-armed bandit.
Exactly. And each arm has an unknown probability of success. Like, will you click on it? Will you buy something? And the app's goal is to maximize its rewards, which means getting you to engage with those ads as much as possible.
So I was looking at our source material here. It says K independent arms, unknown reward distributions. That sounds pretty complicated. Can you break that down for me?
Yeah, so K independent arms just means there are a bunch of different ads that the app can choose from. And the unknown reward distribution, that's the tricky part, because they don't know which ads will work best for you specifically.
So they're just kind of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks.
In a way, yeah, they have to try different things out.
Right.
To figure out what you like, which is where that whole exploration versus exploitation dilemma comes in.
Right, because they want to show you ads that they think you'll like. But they also need to try new things to see if they can find something even better.
Exactly. And one way they do this is with something called the epsilon greedy algorithm.
Okay, so epsilon greedy, is that like flipping a coin? Like heads, I see an ad that I've clicked on before. And tails, I get something totally random.
Yeah, you got it. It's basically like setting a percentage for exploration. Let's say 10%. That means 90% of the time you'll see ads that are based on your past behavior, but 10% of the time you'll get something completely new just to see if it resonates.
Wow, so every time I open up that app, it's like this little
Yeah.
AI bandit is working behind the scenes trying to figure me out.
Exactly. It's
Look.
constantly learning and adapting. And you know what's really interesting is this: exploration versus exploitation dilemma. It's not just limited to algorithms. I mean, we as humans face this all the time.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Like, think about just choosing a restaurant.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Do you always go to your favorite spot, or are you willing to try something new, even if it means you might have a meal that's not as good?
That is such a good point, and it's so true. I am definitely guilty of sticking to what I know.
Well, maybe this whole multi-armed bandit problem can inspire us to be a little more adventurous.
I think you're right. I'm going to keep that in mind next time I'm scrolling through my feed or looking for a place to eat. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive into the world of AI.
It was a pleasure being here.
And we'll see you next time.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.